Hare Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana dhīrāḥ Yamuna Banachari Shri Radha Madhava ki Grantra Srimad Bhagavatam Purana ki Samveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jair Mudiraye Nashtapraya Svabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata sevayā Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, Text 47. Tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga. Tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga. Tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga. Balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām. Balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām. Balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām. Tvāmeva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti. Tvāmeva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti. teṣāṁ śramaḥ syān na tu sevayā teṣāṁ śramaḥ syān na tu sevayā teṣāṁ śramaḥ syān na tu sevayā Please. tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām tvāmeva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti teṣāṁ śramaḥ sevayā. tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga cātma-samādhi-yoga balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ variṣṭhām eva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti teṣāṁ śramaḥ sevayā. tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām tvāmeva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti sevayā. tathāpare cātma-samādhi-yoga balena jitvā prakṛtiṁ baliṣṭhām tvāmeva dhīrāḥ puruṣaṁ viśanti teṣāṁ śramaḥ sevayā. Word-to-word meaning. Tathā, as far as. Apare, others. Cha, also. Ātma-samādhi, transcendental self-realization. Yoga means balena, by the strength of. Jitvā, conquering. Prakṛtiṁ, acquired nature or modes of nature. Baliṣṭhām, very powerful. Tvām, you. Eva, only. Dhīrāḥ, pacified. Puruṣaṁ, person. Viśanti, enters into. teṣāṁ, for them. śramaḥ, much labor. syāt, has to be taken. Na, never. Tu, but. Sevayā, by serving. Te, of you. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Others who are pacified by means of transcendental self-realization and have conquered over the modes of nature by dint of strong power and knowledge, also enter into you. But for them there is much pain, whereas the devotee simply discharges devotional service and thus feels no such pain. Purport. In terms of a labor of love and its returns, the bhaktas or devotees of the Lord always have priority over persons who are addicted to the association of jnanis or impersonalists and yogis or mystics. The word apare, others, is very significant in this connection. Others refers to the jnanis and the yogis, whose only hope is to merge into the existence of the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Although their destination is not important in comparison to the destination of the devotees, the labor of the non-devotee is far greater than that of the bhaktas. One may suggest that there is sufficient labor for the devotees also in the matter of discharging devotional service. But that labor is compensated by the enhancement of transcendental pleasure. The devotees derive more transcendental pleasure while engaged continuously in the service of the Lord than when they have no such engagement. In the family combination of a man and a woman, there is a much labor and responsibility for both of them. Yet, when they are single, they feel more trouble for want of their united activities. The union of the impersonalists and the union of the devotees are not on a par. The impersonalists try to fully stop their individuality by attaining sayujya mukti or unification by merging into oneness. Whereas the devotees keep their individuality to exchange feelings in relationship with the Supreme Individual Lord. Such reciprocation of feelings takes place in the transcendental Vaikuntha planets, and therefore the liberation sought by the impersonalists is already achieved in devotional service. The devotees attain mukti automatically, while continuing the transcendental pleasure of maintaining individuality. As explained in the previous verse, the destination of the devotee is Vaikuntha, or akuntha-dhishnaya, the place where anxieties are completely eradicated. One should not mistake the destination of the devotees and that of the impersonalists to be one and the same. The destinations are distinctly different, and the transcendental pleasure derived by the devotee is also distinct from the chin-matra or spiritual feelings alone. Thus ends the translation purport. By His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, in connection of Vidura's talk with Maitreya. Canto 3, Chapter 5, Text 47. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namo Me Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So before that I speak anything, I would like to beg for the mercy and blessings from all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis right here. Specifically Srimad Janmashtami Prabhu is here. So Prabhu's kind glance over me would enable me to speak something worthy, even though I am a worthless guy sitting here on the Vyasasana. But just carrying the order, that's what service. So here we see the Vidura's talk with Maitreya. Maitreya Rishi is glorifying the process of bhakti. So previously also we saw that how the destination of bhakti yoga is akunta dhishnayam, and it is vairagya saram pratilabhya bodham. So the destination is Vaikuntha Loka. But normally people, they do not know. There are many different types of yogis in the world. They hardly know what these bhaktas are actually doing, what is there in their mind, why they are so fanatic, why they are sometimes dancing, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying. What is this? So we know Srila Prabhupada, when he went to US, and bhakti movement was actually taking ground in USA. And there are many yogis and sannyasis had already been there in USA, exercising their yoga, as it's told here, samadhi-yoga, means of samadhi or spiritual emancipation. So one of the Advaita school sannyasi, he met with Srila Prabhupada and he told, we have very down market. Market is very down for this all different processes. Market is good for bhakti yoga, he tells. So they think that our processes are very high level, very exalted, because it is very cumbersome, very difficult. Because it is very difficult, usually what we say, what we think, usually common sense, no? Something if you get by very difficult activities, you feel like it's very precious. And if you get something, then you feel like it's don't have much. In market also, if you go and, from your house, your friend will say, can you get the costly ghee? Or costly item, right? Anything costly means cost labor, cost money means it should be better. But it is actually not for yoga. So bhakti yoga is simple, easy, and is the topmost. But people, they're habituated of doing and achieving something great with great exercise. When they do it, they feel like, yes, I achieved it. And this is my success. Like to just hold this ear, we can just hold the ear like this. And somebody can think, no, you have to hold like this, you have to hold like this, you do exercise, keep exercising, this is the only way. So this is not common sense. So bhakti yoga is the only yoga for linking the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it is also confirmed in different Shruti. Also Vedanta Sutra says, very famous sloka, Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, 12th sloka. Tas-shraddha-dhāna muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya paśyanti ātmani cātma-samādhi bhaktya shruta-grihitaya. So, the seriously inquisitive students or sage, well equipped with knowledge and detachment, well equipped with knowledge and detachment. These are the two things upon which any other yogic processes they actually focus. Yoga, detachment and jnana, the knowledge. So they realize the absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from Shruti, Vedanta Shruti. So there are three prasthānas. Prasthana means for going somewhere, prasthana. We do prasthan. This ki Mahabharata, at the end, the Panch Pandava and Draupadi had Mahaprasthan. Mahaprasthan means the great destination or great traversing, right? So prasthana means by which somebody can achieve the greatest goal of the human form of life. That's called prasthana. So to establish this prasthana, there are three prasthānas: Nyaya prasthāna, Shruti prasthāna, and Smriti prasthāna. Of course, Smriti is filled with bhakti, but people have confusion whether Shruti also says, or Smriti also Nyaya prasthāna, Vedanta Sutra also says. So Vedanta Sutra, from beginning only, he says, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Now you have come in a human form of life, we inquire about Brahman. Yeah? And inquire about Brahman from where everything has begun. Janmadi yasyataha. Who is the Janmadi yasyata? At least you are not Janmadi yasyata. You are just, you don't have any caliber to create even kartal. Like, can we create kartal? Even not even ant. Srila Prabhupada says, I will give you chemicals, create an ant. Is it possible? There. So, Janmadi Yasada, from where everything has begun. Janmadi means creation, maintenance and destruction. Who is He? He is Supreme Godhead. So, like this, bhakti is the process by which we can attain ultimate realization. And also in Shruti, Taittiriya Upanishad, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, in Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a Brahma puruṣaṁ pratishtha, in which it is concluded that ultimate goal is to attain Bhagavan, Anandamaya Purusha. So, bhakti is ultimate, not just because it is simple and easy, but this is simple and easy, that's its glory, that's its beauty. And at the same time, it is topmost. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he glorifies bhakti in the book called Madhurya Kadambini, if somebody have read this. So, he gives 6 adjectives of bhakti. 6 adjectives. Bhakti means what? See, devotional service. Teṣāṁ śramaḥ syān natu sevayā. So, the first thing he tells that bhakti is self-dependent, or bhakti is dependent upon himself. Bhakti is not dependent upon anything else. That's the second thing. But the first thing, bhakti is dependent upon her own self. Bhakti is dependent upon bhakti. Swa-prakāṣatvam. This is the one qualification of bhakti. Swa-prakāṣatvam. Nobody can attain bhakti by performing a lot of tapasya, jnana. Even though in 11th canto Lord tells to Uddhava, one can attain bhakti by through this. But what is that bhakti? One can attain bhakti by tapasya, by jnana, by austerity, by taking bath in Ganges. No. So that type of bhakti is called bhakti in mode of goodness. Sometimes even jnanis also, they take help of bhaktis. Yeah. Even Ashtanga yogi also, they take shelter of bhakti to attain. Patanjali, one of the sutra is also, through bhakti you can attain the goal of Ashtanga yoga. So they are taking bhakti as a crutch. So what is that type of bhakti? That type of bhakti is bhakti in mode of goodness, sattviki bhakti. But here, Krishna consciousness, what we are talking about, the bhakti, is not sattviki bhakti. It is prema bhakti. It's prema bhakti. And that prema bhakti is swayam prakāṣatvam, swayam prakāṣakatvam. It is created by her own self. Then how? Who is the benefactor, or who is the person who gets this bhakti? Usually says that Guru Krishna Kripa Paya Bhakti Latavis. Or else there is one sloka, Lesha Matra, Prasada Leshanugrahita Evahi, Janati Tattvam Bhagavan Mahimno Nachanna Meko Picharanijana. Somebody have a small little mercy of the Lord, he will get bhakti. Right? So how many people are there in this world who has got bhakti? Very less number of people, right? Maybe 0.1%, not even that. So, why it is so that everybody is not getting bhakti? Everybody is not getting kripa of the Lord? Is Lord partial? Lord is not partial. Why Lord is not partial? Because Lord is giving the power of attorney to give bhakti to his own bhakta, to his own devotees. Lord himself has no bhakti. Lord is Bhagavan. He don't have any bhakti. Bhakti is there in the heart of a pure devotee. So Lord gives full power of attorney. My madhyamadhikari devotee or uttamadhikari, or even a kanishtadhikari who follows the order of uttamadhikari, madhyamadhikari, he goes and distributes bhakti to anywhere. Whoever he feels like, he gets bhakti. Swayam prakāsakatvam. You know this famous story of one Srila Prabhupada disciple asking Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, what we had this, what type of fortune and what type of previous credit we had, because of that we came in devotional service. Srila Prabhupada says, you had no credit. I made your credit. So Srila Prabhupada makes credit. Pure devotee makes credit, the bhakti for a bhakta. In this way we see bhakti is swa prakāsakatvam. Rahuganaitad tapasana yati na chejaya nirvapnad grihadva na chandasa naiva jalagni shuryar bina mahatpad rajo vishekam. So neither by tapasya, neither by leaving home and going to jungle, tapasana yati, na nirvapnad grihadva na chandasa, not by reading so much of Vedas, Vedic literature, na jalagni shuryar, not by in the summer season making us circle of, making a ring of fire. Have you seen some tapasvis, they doing austerity in the ring of fire? I have seen it. Once we were going to Nepal trip, and in the Gandaki basin, so there were some people, they're doing tapasya. First time I saw, oh, these people are still existing. That's mentioned in Bhagavatam. So, na jalagni surya, not by dipping into the water as a Sabri Muni and doing tapasya for 1,000 years. No jalagni. This is the evidence is there. Bina mahatpad rajo vishekam. Unless one gets the mercy of a pure devotee, one cannot get prema bhakti. I'm not talking about sattvika bhakti. Prema bhakti is only possible when one gets the mercy of a pure devotee. So bhakti is bhakti is swa prakāsakatvam. A second is bhakti is not dependent on any other process. Bhakti is not dependent on any other process. Para swatantra. It's para swatantra. Tasman mad bhakti yuktas yogino vai madatmanam na jnanam na cha vairagyam prayam shriyo bhavediya. Lord says to Uddhava in 11 Canto 20, 31st sloka. So Lord is telling, oh my dear Uddhava, the constant remembrance of me, the devotional service one does, that devotional service one cannot get by either jnana or through vairagya, upon which this jnanis and ashtanga yogis, usually they stress more upon it. The bhakti is not dependent upon any other process. Param swatantra. Third is bhakti gives result of all other process. Sarva utkarshaka. Sarva utkarshaka. Another meaning of sarva utkarshaka means it is the topmost. Sarva utkarshaka. As well as it lifts everybody, all the other processes. It lifts. Sarva utkarshaka. So, yat karmabhir, yat tapsa. Lord says the same thing. Yat karmabhir, yat tapsa. If somebody, whatever he gets from karmabhi by activities, what do we get by karmabhi activities? Results, fruits of dharmartha kam, moksha. At the end, moksha. Yat karmabhi, yat tapsa. By doing any tapasya, the austerity, jnana vairagya yataschayat, or either by cultivation of knowledge, aham brahmasmi, nirvishesh brahma anusandhan, aham brahmasmi, and everything is maya, sakali maya, jagat satyam. What? Jagat satyam? Jagat mithya. So, jagat satyam we do say, right? In person is jagat mithya, brahman satyam. Okay. So, jnana yogena dhanat dharmena, either through ashtanga yoga or doing charity or dharma, shreyobhir itararpi, whatever shreya they get, sarvam mad bhakti yogena, everything you will get at one place. Just like if you go to mall and you get everything there. Of course, you get sinful activities also. Veda doesn't give you sinful activities. In Veda, there is no scope, there is no place for adharma, at least. But in mall, you get so much of adharma also. So I mean to say, that we'll get everything at one place. Lord is telling, Mad Bhakti Labate Anjasa. Very easily one gets Sarvam Mad Bhakti Yogena. Whether somebody likes to have Swarga or somebody likes to have Apavarga. Swarga Apavarga Madhama Kathanche Yadi Vanchati. We have seen Chitraketu Maharaj. He was performing devotional service to Sankarshan. And he wanted to have heavenly planet. He became the best of Gandharvas. And he used to chant the holy name of the Lord. He used to glorify the Supreme Lord on the airplane along with the Gandharvis. And he used to be enjoying, like chanting itself is a great ananda, right? There are many devotees that do Kirtan Mela, they release Kirtan, they enjoy the Kirtan rasa, right? So like this, Chitraketu Maharaj enjoying in the heavenly planet. How? By performing devotional service. Of course, the Lord wanted to come out from the enjoying mentality and become really very serious devotee. So another episode happens. The cursing episode starts, right? So the thing is that you get it, right? For a shorter period of time, you get it. You get everything. You'll get bhukti, mukti, everything, right? That's what. So ultimately there is bhakti also, right? So you get everything. Sarga apavargam madhama, as well as my own abode. Kathanchit yadi vanchati. If somebody wants it, if somebody wants, that if you want to have bhukti and mukti, you will get it. There is no issue. Sukadeva Goswami wanted freedom from Maya. Usually devotees, they don't bother too much, okay, no Maya, no Maya. Devotees, they want to become Krishna conscious. But Sukadeva Goswami wanted it. Sukadeva Goswami is a great devotee. Don't misunderstand me. Sukadeva Goswami wanted, unless there is a world free from Maya, I cannot come out from the womb. His father is telling, Baba, come out, you are 16-year-old in the womb. The womb of a mother will burst. Come out. He said, no, I can't come out. So how can you come out? What is your condition? So make the whole world Maya free, then I will come out, right? So then Vyasadeva says, okay, I will call Krishna, the Mayadhish, he only can do this. So Lord comes, he makes it. And he comes. So this is possible. Yeah. By doing devotional service, this is also possible. So third thing is Sarva Utkarshaka. Then fourth is, without bhakti, other process gives no results. No results. It's like, Yasa prasadat bhagavad prasada, Yasa prasadat nagati kutopi. By getting the mercy of Guru, you will get everything. Yasa prasadat bhagavad, you will get Bhagavad prasada. And his mercy is not there, you won't get anything. Anvaya Vatireka. So Vatireka is this, that without bhakti, no process, not even a single process can give any result. This is the thing. Sarva Sanjivakatvam. This is called Sarva Sanjivakatvam. All the processes are alive just because there is touch of bhakti yoga. Otherwise, everything is futile. Shrira Shritim. This is a very famous sloka. 10th canto, Lord Brahma himself glorified the Supreme Lord when he offended the Lord. Shriya Shritim Bhaktim Udasyate Vibho Klishanti Ye Kevala Bodha Labdhaye teṣāṁ Shaukleṣaleva Shishyate Nanyad Yathasthola Tushavaghātinām. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. If someone gives up that path and engages in the cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. His only gain is trouble. So only one gain is there, that is trouble. If somebody doesn't take shelter of bhakti, jati mantra tapas tapas bhagavad bhakti hinasa mandanam lokaranjanam. It's simply dikhawa, or simply what you say, entertainment, doing some gymnastics, and that's for the sake of entertainment, or giving impersonal what's called speeches, so much of speculation. People, they hear like anything, right? There are such people are still there. People, they hear, not devotees, non-devotee, they hear, and they say, I like this, I like this speech. You go and ask them, what did you understand from that speech? I didn't understand anything. So what do you, why you hear? So they hear and they say, I like him. I like that Baba, I like this sadhu and other. But they don't, this is an entertainment. Yeah, that's entertainment, that's entertainment. Mandanam lokaranjanam. And this only people are happy. People hardly care for any substance. They don't care for it. So people are there to cheat them. So bhakti, then fifth is, bhakti needs no pre-purification. This is the fifth one, sarva vashikaratvam. So bhakti, for doing any other processes, we need to have some certain amount of qualifications, right? Specifically in jnana and yoga, unless one is full-time renounced, one cannot admit in the school of jnana and yoga. But for a bhakti, anybody can come. No prerequisite, no pre-qualification. Even somebody is dirty number 1, he will also get purified by getting admitted into the school of bhakti. Badhyamanopi mad bhakto, Lord again, it's all from Uddhav Gita. Very beautiful, beautiful verses. Badhyamanopi mad bhakto vishayer ajitendriyaha praya pragalbhaya bhaktya vishayer nabi bhuyate. Lord says, my dear Uddhav, if my devotee has not fully conquered his senses, he may be harassed by material desires, but because of his unflinching devotion for me, he will not be defeated by sense gratification. Lord is giving this assurance. Yeah. Many of us, we have this type of experience, right? We cannot claim that we have all the senses controlled. Lord is telling that he will not be defeated by sense gratification because he has unflinching faith upon unflinching devotional service. There are many examples. Hunter. What qualification Hunter had? No qualification. But he was made to be like topmost devotee. Even Valmiki also the similar example. So sixth is, bhakti is free from consideration of time, place and circumstances. This is the sixth and last one. And this is called sarva vyapakatvam. This devotional service can be done every time, every space and in every circumstances. Vishnu Dharma says, na desa niyamas tatra, na kalas niyamas tatha, no chistado nishedhascha, Shri Harer namni lubdakaha. So, hey Lubdaka, for chanting the names of Lord Hari, there is no niyam, no niyamas tatra, na desa, na kalas. There is no time also. You can chant at any time. The conclusion is this, that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti tells that only non-human, like animal only, will leave the process of bhakti and accept any other process. Ko nama loke purusartha saravit. Who knows purusartha, real purusartha is prema bhakti. If somebody knows it, saravit, who knows the purusartha sar, the essence of all purusartha, what is that? The pancham purusartha prema. Pura katham bhagavat katha sudam. All this hearing of the wonderful pastimes of the Lord. Apiya karananjalibhir bhavapaham. Into the ear, this karananjali. That's like we accept charanamrita and our anjali, the karanjali. Similarly, the karananjali. So, apiya karananjalibhir bhavapaham. By hearing this wonderful nectarian pastimes of the Lord, which destroys the bhava, which terminates the bhava cycle. Aho virajjet vina naretaram. Unless he is a non-human, he cannot say that, no, I am not interested. So, in this way the bhakti process is glorified. So, today is also very auspicious. Appearance day of Sri Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu ki jai. So, we have sufficient time for hearing some glorification pastimes of Gadadhar Pandit on this most auspicious appearance day of Sri Gadadhar Pandit. So Gadadhar Pandit, as we know, is Bhakta Shakti, Panchatattvat Kamam Krishnam, Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam, Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So this Panch Tattva ek vastu, nahi kichu bhed. Panchtattva is just one entity, one tattva. There is no bhed. But ras aswadite hoilo vibhed. To reciprocate rasa, the relationship, and to distribute it, they have become 5. And Gadadhar Pandit is Bhakta Shakti avatar. Appears in the place called Chattagram in East Bengal in year 1486 AD. The Vaisakh, this is the Vaisakh month, and this is the dark, what do you say, Amavasya day, on Amavasya day. Gadadhar Pandit's father's name was Madhav Mishra. Mother's name was Ratnavati Devi. And Gadadhar Pandit is recognized by all the acharyas, specifically Kavi Karnapur, as no one but Srimati Radhika, Srimati Radharani. So Antalila, Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila 7th chapter 163rd sloka says, Panditera bhava mudra kahana na jai, Panditera bhava mudra kahana na jai, Gadadhara prananatha namo hoilo jai, Gadadhara prananatha namo hoilo jai. So Panditera bhava mudra kahana na jai. Gadadhar Pandit, he's talking about Gadadhar Pandit. Nobody can understand, nobody can speak what is the bhava of Gadadhar Pandit. He is so intimately associated with Gauranga Mahaprabhu that Lord is also called Gadadhar Prananath. Gadadhar Prananath Nam Hoilo Jai. So Gadadhar Pandit, from beginning of his pastimes, he came back from Chattagram to West Bengal. I mean, before it was not West Bengal. I mean, this where Mahaprabhu had to appear when he was around 12 years old. And from that time, Gadadhar Pandit always used to be there with Mahaprabhu. Always used to be there. From, like, his mood was very serene, very gentle, and always not getting into too much of scholastic. Navdeep was like scholastic, the whole atmosphere was like very much of reading Shastras and all that. Nyaya, not Shastra like Bhagavad Shastra more. Very few devotees were there, they were actually concerned about Bhagavad Shastras. But mostly they were like into logic, Nyaya, grammar and all that. So Gadadhar Pandit from birth only was a pure devotee, and always he wanted to have a seclusion. And Nimai Pandit, he was just some months younger than Nimai Pandit, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Nimai Pandit, you know this, he was into a different mood, right? Always challenging people. Hey, tell, what is this what is this grammar, what is that? What is mukti? Gadadhar Pandit only once asked, hey, Gadadhar, stop. Gadadhar will simply somehow, he will go from another. He will try to just escape Nimai Pandit, because he knows that bhakti is the ultimate. This all useless argument is of no use. But still he will caught him and he will say, what is mukti, please tell. Then he will quote from Vedanta Sutra that all the desires get finished, then that is mukti. But so this is not correct. This Shastra says, that Shastra says this. So this was the pastime with Nimai Pandit in the beginning. So when Nimai Pandit, his father Jagannath Mishra, he leaves the body, he goes to Gaya. So before that only, once Ishwarpuri had come here to Mayapur, he stayed in Mayapur, Ishwarpuri, he stayed for a few months. And that time, Gadadhar Pandit had very intimate association with Ishwarpuri Pad. And Ishwarpuri Pad taught him Govinda Lilamrita. And also Ishwarpuri Pad asked Mahaprabhu that, can you please tell whether this compilation of Govinda Lilamrita is okay or not? He is going to be his disciple in future, and he is asking. So when Jagannath Mishra leaves, then Nimai Pandit visits Gaya, and there he gets initiated from Ishwarpuri Pad, and he is fully changed person then, right? Mad. He is a mad person. Batul Batul means mad person, right? So he comes back again to Sridham Mayapur, and he immediately arranges for a meeting along with some number of devotees. Of course, Gadadhar Pandit used to think that if this fellow become devotee, then our Vaishnava group will be very, very strong. There are always two groups were there in Navadip. One was Vaishnava group, or one was Pashandi group. Pashandi means non-Vaishnava group. And there used to always some type of trifles, some type of hot and cold wars. Not hot wars, cold wars. So they were praying that, oh Lord, please make this Nimai Pandit Vaishnava. Then we will have a great jewel in the association of Vaishnavas. And here Nimai comes from Gaya, and he is fully changed person. And he calls for a meeting in Suklambar Brahmachari's house. He calls everybody and he tells that, now what is my mission? Who am I? What had happened with me and all that. He tells all that story. And seeing this ecstatic symptom of intense prema arising in the heart of Nimai, Gadadhar Pandit simply cries somewhere in the corner in the room. He moans, and Mahaprabhu, Nimai is able to hear that. And he asks Suklambar, who is moaning? Who is crying there? So he tells, he is your Gadadhar. He is crying. Oh, then Mahaprabhu, he starts crying even more. He tells that, my life is waste, Gadadhar. You are the real person who knows. From very beginning of his childhood, you never wasted time. But I wasted so much time with scholastic pursuit. You are so great. And in this way, Nimai is fully into kahan javo, kahan pavo, kahan prananath. So searching for Krishna, where is Krishna, crying tears. And nobody used to be able to pacify him. But Gadadhar Pandit would pacify him very soon, very quickly. So he is searching for Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Krishna? Gadadhar Pandit would say, Krishna is in your heart, Nimai. Krishna is in your heart. So Nimai used to start scratching his heart. Where is Krishna, where is Krishna? Then by seeing this, Gadadhar will even get more shocked. If he does so, then he will just hurt himself. Then don't worry. Krishna had gone for herding cows. He'll come back soon. So in this way, he will get pacified. By seeing this, Sachi Mata would get great pleasure, because Sachi Mata could not pacify Nimai. Sachi Mata could not pacify. And Sachi Mata tells Gadadhar, even though you are a small boy, but you have a very very great art, how to pacify Nimai. So I tell you, you always remain with Nimai. Never leave the side of Nimai. So Radha Krishna is staying together. Of course, Radha Krishna is staying together, but Radha is not in the mood of Radha here. Radha's mood has been actually taken away, maybe plundered by Krishna, and he has become Nimai, and here is Gadadhar. So before, Srimati Radharani used to cry that I want to be there in the Gocharan along with Krishna. So now this desire is getting fulfilled here. So Sachi Mata herself is telling that you be always there with Nimai. So in this way, Gadadhar Pandit and Nimai used to be always there together. And they used to go for Gangadas Pandit for learning all that lessons. And one of the very famous story of Gadadhar Pandit getting initiated. So we'll narrate this story. So Gadadhar Pandit and Mukunda, they were also very nice friend, very good friend. Right? Of course, Mahaprabhu is good friend also, but Mukunda is more closer friend from very beginning, because they were devotees from very beginning. Nimai became devotee later, devotee, so to speak, in the eyes of Gadadhar Pandit. Before he was like Vidyaras, he was enjoying Vidyaras. So Mukunda told that, from Chattagraman, great devotee has come to Mayapur, Navadip. Let us go and meet with him. So Gadadhar Pandit told, okay, let's go, let's see. We'll hear from such great devotees, we'll serve them, our devotion service will increase, devotion service get more intense. So they left, So from very far off only they were able to see that this great devotee, his name was Pundarik Vidyanidhi. So Vidyanidhi, by seeing them, Gadadhar had started getting some doubt. So how this is great devotee from Chattagram is saying, Mukunda is saying, a great devotee, but his behavior is not looking like great devotee. He is sitting on such a elevated seat and such a big asan, maybe very much of like spongy asan, or maybe made of sleep on or whatever. So, what is this? And he's having a big cigarette also, not cigarette on that type, cigar, hookah, yes, hookah. I don't know how many of you have seen hookah. It makes a big sound. A cigarette doesn't make sound. If you drink hookah, it makes sound good like this. You have a water pot there and this whole mechanism, and is drinking like this and chewing the betel nuts also, and sometimes combing the hair and seeing the mirror also. Then how beautiful, how handsome I am. By seeing this, Gadadhar really was shocked. Is this Vaishnava? He is hearing, thinking in the heart. But Mukunda could understand that. Gadadhar had such doubt, of course. So he thought that let us do something. So very loudly he started chanting the very beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, where Lord's magnanimity, the Lord's heart is revealed. How Lord is so compassionate, so merciful. Aho bakiyat stana kala kutam, jigham sayayad apiya sadvi. So by hearing this verse, immediately the whole episode, whole scenario changes. Oh, immediately he starts shouting, jumping from that seat where he was seated, and then he started tearing off all that ornaments, all that very nice, everything, curtain, everything was kept. He just ripping them all apart and starts rolling here and there, rolling on the ground, chanting Krishna, Krishna, and crying tears. So I can just speak, I cannot just crying tears also. So seeing this, Gadadhar Pandit immediately taken aback. Okay, you understand how great offense happened. So he told Mukunda, I did such a huge offense. Ami to anek bodo aparad kore fellam. In Bangla, I said. So I did such a huge offense. What should I do? Mukunda, please you tell something. I think I should go and accept diksha from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Then only this offense will get mitigated. So Mukunda goes and tells his everything. Both of them meets with him, and Mukunda makes this talk. Mukunda talks with Pundarik Vidyanidhi that here is Gadadhar, he is such and such boy. So he wants to be your disciple. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi becomes so happy. Yes, I am so fortunate to have such a disciple like Gadadhar. He has such wonderful qualities. So in this way, Gadadhar Pandit becomes the disciple of Pundarik Vidyanidhi, who is none other than who? Vrishabhanu. So Vrishabhanu and Radharani, the father and the daughter become the guru and disciple. Yeah. So this is all a spiritual relationship, right, in Krishna Bhavana. So Krishna consciousness. So in this way, there are many, many wonderful pastimes. In Puri also, when Lord accepts sannyasa, Gadadhar Pandit goes along with the Lord. And there, his bhava is more of an obedient servant, not like Vakreshwar Pandit. Vakreshwar Pandit is having the bhava of Srimati Radharani, and bhava of man. It's not there, but because Gadadhar means Radharani's bhava has been taken, Vama bhava has been taken by Krishna, and he has become Gaura. And when Radharani's Vam bhava has been taken, what is left is what is called Gadadhar. So Gadadhar Pandit was always meek and humble. Whatever Krishna, Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, he will very submissively hear and he will accept. So we know this pastime of how Lord tells that now you take sannyas here, you remain here, don't go here and there, just be here, because he wanted to go. And wherever this Gadadhar Pandit will be there, then Mahaprabhu's this what's called searching for Krishna, this bhava will get sometimes blocked. So that's why I want to keep Gadadhar settle in Puri only. So he gives him chhatra sannyas, and he told us, I am going to Vrindavan. You know this whole story, that how Gadadhar is going after Mahaprabhu. He goes till Katak. Several times he tells, don't go, be here. Who will take care of Gopinath? He tells, Gopinath, wherever you are, there Gopinath. So you have taken chhatra sannyas. Chhatra is your lotus feet. Wherever your lotus feet is, there is chhatra, and that's sannyas. He gives all different types of logics. But ultimately he submits to the order of Mahaprabhu and he goes back from Katak to Puri. So like this, Gadadhar Pandit Mahashaya's wonderful pastimes. We can relate in Chaitanya Bhagavatam, so there are beautiful stories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Pandit's pastimes. So like to stop here, it's already 9:55 I think. Yeah? Oh, 58, okay. So, Gadadhar Pandit ki jai. Any comment, any question? Yes, please. Destinations are distinctly different, that one, Prabhu. And the transcendental pleasure derived by the devotee is also distinct from the chin matra, the spiritual feelings alone. So, Srila Prabhupada is telling here that chin matra is the spiritual feeling which is there for the jnanis and yogis. For the jnanis, real jnanis, not Mayavadis, talking about the real jnanis, those who are jnanis, they approach impersonal Brahma Jyoti. The Brahma Jyoti is, for us, we can say that it is light coming from Supreme Brahman, Parabrahman Krishna. But for impersonalists, it's okay now, it's not required now, maybe. So, for impersonal, it is simply an existence which cannot be defined, having no qualification, no qualities. So, this is called Sat Matra, San Matra. So, San Matra is achieved by jnanis, and Chin Matra is achieved by yogis. So yogis, they attain Chin Matra, means all cognizance of Brahman, I mean the Parabrahman, that's called Paramatma. The San Matra and Chin Matra. But devotees, they attain San Matra, Chin Matra and Anand Matra. So that's transcendental. I mean, it is distinct from Chin Matra, spiritual feelings alone. There is not such spiritual feelings. There's a transcendental pleasure into it, not just spiritual feeling. The Krishna Bhavana is not a spiritual activity. It's transcendental activities, Kevala Ananda Kanda. So I think this is what my humble... Ananda Matra.
Yes, matra. Matra means?
Matra means only. Matra means matra is one. Matra one meaning of matra is only.
Only?
Only. Matra means we say matra this much, eva. Or matra also means quantity. Matra also means quantity. This much quantity. Yeah, yes. Yes.
The first word you said, the Indian English, I couldn't quite comprehend. So you said Ananda Matra, but what was the first way you described the mantra? The mantra?
Matra means one meaning is quantity, another meaning is only.
Only?
Sorry, only.
Only,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you, sir.
Class. Thank you.
Thank you so much. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे।